Hello, everyone. This is Professor Francis, and here we have another problem from one of our applicants. Okay, so let's get right into it. This is a conversion problem, and they ask how many pounds are there in 106 ounces? Okay, so that's a conversion. In order to do a conversion, we know that we have to have a conversion factor, which we have written right here to the right. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Now we cannot use it in this form, right? This is an equivalence. We have to write it in fractional form. So we have two choices. We can put the pound on top and the ounces on the bottom, or we can put the ounces on top and the pound on the bottom, right? So you would say, Professor Francis, which one do we need? Well, that depends. The way we know is we look at the question and we see what do we want to end up with. So it says how many pounds. So we want to end up with pounds. So whatever we want to end up with goes on top. So we look at which one has pounds on top, and it's this one right here. So we know that this is the conversion factor we need. Okay, so now all we have to do is just multiply this by the number they give us, which is 106 ounces, right? And let's go ahead. So it's going to be 106 ounces, right, times our conversion factor of 1 pound over 16 ounces. Okay, this is a 1 here. All right, now we have a multiplication with a fraction involved, so we know we have to make sure both numbers are in a fractional form. So we just put a 1 underneath the 106 to take care of that. Right now we just follow the rules for multiplication of fractions, right? We simplify before and after if possible, and then we just multiply the numbers. Well, the good thing about units is that whenever you have a matching pair in the top and bottom, right? Like here we have ounces in the top and ounces in the bottom. They cancel out like numbers. So units always cancel out like numbers. So we can go ahead and cancel them out. So this ounce up here cancels out with this ounce down here. Okay. Now we just multiply across. We get 1 times 16, which is 16. And in the top of the fraction, we get 106 times 1 pound. So that's going to be 106 over 16 pounds. Right. So we go ahead and work this out in our calculator. We divide 106 by 16, and we get 6.625 pounds. Right. All right, so that's our answer. So how many pounds are there in 106 ounces? 6.625 pounds. All right. Now we go to our answer key. Let's pretend our answer key is over to the left. And we see from the answer list that they actually want the answer in both pounds and ounces. So they want the whole number of pounds, which is the 6, right? And then whatever we have the decimal part, they want that in ounces. So now we have to convert this decimal part, 0.625 pounds in ounce to ounces. And that's fine. We can do that. So we're going to keep the 6 for now. So 6 stays. We don't, that's 6 pounds, right? Now we got to figure out how many ounces are 0.625, right? It's just another conversion problem. We're going to do exactly what we did before, right? So we're going to write down the number that we want to convert, which is the decimal part of 0.625 pounds, right? And now we know we want to convert this to ounces. So we're going to come back to our conversion factor. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. But this time, since we want to end up with ounces, we're going to pick the one that has the ounces on top, which is this one right here, right? And that's the conversion factor we're going to multiply by the 0.625. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 16 ounces over 1 pound. Okay, now again, we have to have all the numbers in fractional format, so we just put a 1 underneath the 0.625 pounds. And we do the same thing. We multiply, right? The tops across the bottom. We cancel out where possible. So we see here that we have uh, the units of pounds in the top and in the bottom. So again, whenever we have the units, matching pair of units in the top and bottom, we can just cancel those out. So this unit of pound cancels out with this unit of pound, right? Now we go ahead and multiply across. On the bottom, we have 1, it's supposed to be 1 1 times 1, which is just going to give us 1. And on the top, we have 0.625 times 16 ounces, which comes out to 10. 0.625 times 16 will give us 10. So we have 10 ounces, right? Now we know anything divided by 1 is itself, so this is just 10 ounces. So 0.625 pounds works out to 10 ounces. And now we can write our answer in pounds and ounces. We already know it was 6 pounds, and now we know that the other part, that's 0.625, is 10 ounces. So our answers are going to be 6 pounds and 10 ounces. And this should be in the answer list. Okay, so I hope that helped. If it did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next question.